Today we are making Jersey scallops and tomato spaghetti. Make sure you stay till the end for an amazing but simple recipe. For 2 portions you need the following ingredients: about 300 grams of fresh scallop meat or about 12 pieces, 4 nice fresh tomatoes, 3 cloves of garlic and about 1/4 of fresh chili, 1 lemon, about 2 tablespoons of sun-dried tomatoes, and also we're gonna use the oil, about 50 milliliters of dry white wine, Parmigiano Reggiano, good quality spaghetti, extra virgin olive oil, obviously salt and pepper, and optionally I've got here a handful of cocktail prawns. And now let's get into it. Before you start doing anything else, get your pasta water on the heat with about half tablespoon of table salt. And we're gonna move this out the way before we starting preparing the rest of the ingredients. To cook the scallops, set the pan on high heat. Now you could use normal oil if you want to, but in this situation, because I'm using sun-dried tomatoes, I'm gonna use the oil from the sun-dried tomatoes to give even more flavor to the scallops. So when your pan is hot enough, get the oil straight in. Before you adding the scallops into the pan, make sure you season them. A good pinch of salt and a tiny pinch of freshly grounded black pepper should do the job. Now that the oil is hot enough, I'm gonna add the scallops. This process should take about 1-2 minutes. It all depends how hot your pan is, but you want to make sure that you sear your scallops in order to get a nice golden brown color on the outside of the scallop. As soon as you flip them, turn off the heat. And I'm gonna go in with 1/4 of lemon juice. Or the juice from 1/4 of a lemon will go straight in. Now, you could add butter if you want to, but in this situation, I'm not gonna go with any more butter because I wanna add quite a bit of extra virgin olive oil. Now, we're gonna remove the scallops off the heat into a plate, and we're gonna continue cooking the rest of the ingredients in the same pan that we used to cook the scallops. In the same pan, we're adding about 3-4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. After that, we're going in with the garlic. Simply crush it, and it goes straight into the pan. After that, chili. Now with the chili, all depends how strong it is, but in this situation, it's kind of strong, so I'm only gonna be adding about 1/4 of the amount I already had on the table. So not too many slices of chili because it's too strong, but it all depends how much chili you can take. After that, the sun-dried tomatoes, which are already chopped, about 1 to 2 tablespoons should do the job. Now leave this cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes on low heat. You want to make sure that you extract all the flavor slowly from these ingredients, so you don't want to increase the heat, keep it on low. While these are cooking, make sure you don't forget about your pasta. So we're gonna cook the pasta about 1 minute less than it says on the package. In this situation, we don't have a package, but I would presume 8 minutes should do the job. That's because I want to make sure that our pasta is al dente before adding it into the sauce. Now I'm gonna take care of the tomatoes, which I'm gonna simply cut them into cubes. If you don't have fresh tomatoes, which are almost out of season at this time of the year, you could use tinned tomatoes and you're gonna get similar results. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the tomatoes and also with the white wine. After adding the tomatoes, you wanna cook this sauce for about 5 minutes on medium heat or until the tomatoes start breaking apart. During this time, the alcohol from the wine will pretty much evaporate completely, and we're only gonna end up with a nice flavor from that white wine. After 5 minutes, we can remove the garlic. It's done its job. We have a light garlic aroma in there, is all we need. Also, now is the time when we get the scallops back in. And also that juice that came from the scallops, it's got a lot of flavor, so you wanna make sure that it goes straight back into the pan. Now, if you decide to add prawns, as I said, cocktail prawns, I got about a handful of them. You can, if not, just simply skip them and don't go with prawns at all. But I feel like they work really well in this combination. After giving this about 1 minute to simmer slowly, I'm gonna go in with the pasta. When adding the pasta, make sure that you keep some of this pasta water. It's really important in case you need to adjust the sauce. If it's too thick, then you can add some of this pasta water to balance it. As the pasta water is salty enough, I'm not gonna go in with more seasoning, but if you feel like it's more needed, then you could go with a touch more salt and a touch more freshly grounded black pepper. Toss everything together until well combined and cook the pasta another minute with the sauce. To finish the dish, we're adding freshly chopped parsley and a good grate of Parmigiano Reggiano. And my friends, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and I will see you in the next one.